Hello, and welcome to the 8th episode of The Prop House. A special short episode. It'll probably be shorter unless somehow it turns out to be longer. But it's actually a repair of a family heirloom. My great-grandfather's hammer. It recently snapped with its old handle, and I wanted to repair it. I wanted to keep it alive and keep it going. It's always my go-to hammer. It's heavy and it just works well. It's Old Faithful basically. And I wanted to repair it. So here's a little video of me repairing it basically. So I started off by clamping the head of the hammer to the table, as I don't own a vise and I needed it to be held down very tightly. So I just used 2 big clamps on both sides. And then I used an old drill bit and another hammer, since this one's broken, to very slowly chisel out and knock out all of the old wood, nails, the little metal wedges and stuff in order to get all of it clear and out of the hammer. And then after, I just kind of inspected the hammer to make sure I didn't cause any damage or scrape away any of the coating on it too much. And just for reference, this is what the old handle looked like. It snapped right at the head of the hammer while trying to pull out a nail of a 2x4. So while I'm showing off the new handle, I want to talk about something, and that is how stinking hard it was to get a hammer handle for some reason. So I figured you could get one of these at any big box hardware store. Nope. I went to 4 or 5 different stores the first day looking for a hammer handle, and everywhere you ask for it, like, hey, where do you have your hammer handles, they all look at you like you're crazy. Apparently no one's carried these things in forever, which I would have thought it was a super common repair. Nope. So after all that, I decided to order one online, which was way harder to figure out if it was the right kind of handle or not. But I found one, ordered it, and said it was shipped. Great, it'll be here in a couple days. No, again, they actually contacted me and said, hey, we can't deliver this, so once it makes it back to us, we're gonna refund your money. So frustrating, but whatever, I can go to another website. So after that, I go to another website and then pay an extra like $6 to order one of these. And it says delivered, so whatever. It's gonna make it to me, no harm, no foul. It's gonna take a week longer, but at least I'll be able to repair it. And I go to the postal box, and guess what's there? The handle from the first purchase. So it did make it to us, even though it still says it hasn't made it to me. And now I have a second handle on the way that I don't have a purpose for. So I guess I'm gonna have 2 handles now. That's a thing. So that's my story, my tale of woe over a handle for a hammer. Turns out no one sells them anymore, and people think you're crazy when you ask for it. So yeah. So to catch you up after I had that ridiculous rant about hammer handles, the reason why I put the metal wedge into the white container is it's soaking in water. Now, multiple people I've read say soak it in water for a while. I can't tell you why. I haven't been able to find a reason for it, but multiple people have said to do it, so I'm assuming they are right. Hopefully they are. And then I started sanding down the end of it to make it fit into the head of the hammer. And that I started getting impatient, so I started using a Swiss Army knife to shave it down because it was way too big for it. But apparently that's common for hammer handles from what I can tell. They make them too big so that way you can sand them down so it's a really tight fit, and mine ended up being a very tight fit. So after the metal had soaked for a while, I hammered in the wooden wedge, and then I hammered in the metal one. Funny enough, it required 2 different hammers to repair one hammer, so I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. So all that was left, except for glamour shots, was testing the hammer out, and I had something good to put up on the wall, so I went ahead and did that. Oh, you know what that means. You know what time it is. So I'm super happy with how this repair went. I kind of wish the new handle was as dark as the old one, but you kind of get what you get when you can't find a handle anywhere. So you would have thought you could find it anywhere, but everyone just looks at you crazy, like when you ask for one. Sorry this is a bit of a shorter episode. I had another project in the works, and it's taking way longer than I expected, and yada yada yada. So that will be the next episode. This was actually supposed to be the episode after that episode, so they got flip-flopped in the end. So tune in for the next one, and thanks for watching. This like in any store, any hardware store, they just... Thanks, Ring.